What is up, guys? jackbest here. I'm actually doing a video about CSGO. Is it worth it to open cases? Now, with this information I've been gathering, I have determined my answer, which I will explain my decision at the end of the video. Now, all this information, as I've written here, all the money that everything costs, the lowest possible price and the highest price for StatTrak and non-StatTrak were all gathered from the Steam community market today, oh my goodness, July the 11th. I'm sorry, it's the both start with J, get over it. Yes, so all those were gathered there. All the cases were opened via a simulator on my phone. I'll give you the name of the simulator right now. It just says Case Simulator. If you search CSGO in the marketplace, the picture is of a Falchion case. So yes. Alright, so we're gonna start here. What I did, I wrote each of the skins. I decided to add color, just, you know, help you guys be able to sort of visually see it. I opened 101 cases. Hold on. Only opened 100. Something's wrong. I opened 101 cases apparently, which means when I was entering all this information in, I must have accidentally changed one of these numbers. It wasn't one of these, because I remember all of these. But I must have accidentally changed one of those. But that should make that big of a deal, since there's only a maximum of like $1 or something extra. I do apologize for that inconsistency. Guess I only did 100. Anyway, as you can see, I've clearly looked over this data a lot. I actually just finished setting all this up. So this is the lowest price on the Steam market, the highest price, StatTrak lowest price, StatTrak highest price. That means no factory new at all. So there are absolutely no factory new Negev loudmouths. Absolutely no battle scarred MP7 Nemesis on the Steam market, and all means StatTrak or normal. StatTrak ones I attained. I attained very few StatTraks. I feel like the simulator I use is very off on that. As you can see, I opened 1 StatTrak Galil, 2 StatTrak P90 Elite builds, and 1 StatTrak UMP Riot. The issue with this simulator, in order to test it, is it doesn't give me wear and condition. So I have no way to tell if the thing I just opened is battle scarred or factory new. So I had to run a bunch of different variables in order to find it out. So I went ahead and just did this. I don't know why I did percentage, because after I entered it in, I figured out, oh wait a second, I only did it from 100. I should have known this. Now, if I get my calculator and I real quick punch this in, I'm going to probably find it adding to 101. So, yeah, I will. So, these are not accurate. I just punched these in thinking it was 100. My mistake. They're fairly accurate. How would I even... I think I would have to do 78 divided equal... I don't even know the command for division. I should be able to do this. 78 divided by 101. So, okay, there we go. So I will fix this real fast, and you guys can sort of see the process that took place when I was setting all this up. What was that, 15% divided by 101. 4 1. I screwed something up. This is 125th. I thought I had that in percent. I'll fix that when I finish typing it. 4 divided by 101. Graph equals. That's what it is. Equals 4 divided by 101. See, they all come out being 125th. Not entirely sure why, because they are all in the percent cell format. There we go. Alright, so 77.3% of the skins I was opened. 77.23% of the skins I opened were blue. That is a grim day. I did not open a knife. I got extremely close to a knife in one of them, but I feel like the case opener doesn't actually gotta give you anything if you're close to it. Like, I feel like that's just kind of put in to fill in the gaps for the algorithm. I don't feel like that actually had anything to do with it. So I did not open one. And so I went on, kept figuring things out. And I got to the total price, not including the case price. So this is not just for Falchion cases. Falchion's just the one I used, which will in turn should say this is your best chance of getting money, because right now all the skins in the Falchion case are worth more than the other skins in my opinion, because they're left out there. The Op Asimov has gone down significantly since it was first released, because there's so many of them now. I mean, it's just how it works, supply and demand. So if you don't include the price of the case, opening 100 cases will cost you $249, because they are $2.99 each. Wait, $2.49 each. I'm sorry, it's late. I am tired. Total price for the case and the key for Falchion, $311 on the dot. Now, what I did, I did multiple different ones. I did worst possible option, which is if everything was the cheapest version of the skin. So some of these, while worn, was worth less than Battle Scar. That's just the way it works in the market. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, Battle Scar is clearly not as... No, I'm going to go by what the market says, because that's how much you're going to sell it for. Because you're not going to go and look at that manually. You're just not. So your worst possible option, your best possible option, and your average option. Your worst possible option, the skins I opened, this is an average. Don't take this as I'm me telling you, if you open 101 cases, you're gonna only get $124.66. Don't take it like that. That's not what I mean. Now, I will be pausing the video at some point to fill in this section I forgot, because I forgot to include tax. But let's just ignore tax for now. I do apologize, I am yawning quite a lot. So yes, your worst possible option with the skins I opened, which is 13 Glow Rocket Pops, 16 Bunsen Burners, 8 Rangers, 16 Elite Builds, 14 Riots, 11 Torques, 6 Neural Nets, 2 Evil Dominios, 1 Ruby Poison Dart, 3 Loudmouths, 3 Handguns, 3 Yellow Jackets, 1 Nemesis, no Cyrexes, 2 Aquamarine Revenge, 2 Op Hyper Beast, and no Falchion Knife. You get a whopping total of $124.60. Now, I didn't do this the smart way, and I did this by adding in all of them manually after I punched them into a calculator, because I'm an idiot. Sorry, I can't stop yawning. On this one, I got my crap together and figured I could just click on the cells and press a few other buttons after, like, there. So I figured that out, but this was a lot simpler. Best possible option, so everything. I didn't see any situation where the best one wasn't factory new, except here where there was not a factory new. So let's just say, okay, you open all factory news. That's crazy. That's not gonna happen. But if it did, your best possible option that you would get from these skins, you would sell them, and you would get $549.41. Your total price for your case and key is $311. You just made, hang on, 149.41 minus 311. You just made $238 for having fun opening cases. You didn't get a knife, so you don't have that big old chunk of change. This is pure skins. You just made $4. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Let's be honest. So I took the average option. So what I did for this, I took my average price. So I took the average of the two high and low price. So right in the middle of these two prices, I gave it to. So this is probably about field tested. So let's say everything you open is field tested, which is not gonna be. But you're gonna have some battle scarred, you're gonna have some factory new, you're gonna have some field tested. So in the end, they all kind of sort of milled in that field tested area. So this is all your average price. Ignore that, that's a dumb error. And then right here, you have what I used to make my life easier. It doesn't mean anything to you. it was me taking this, me copying this, pasting this here, and just clicking these together to come here. And I could just copy it all the way down. It copied the formula, solved it real simple in like a minute or two for me. So it was just speed up my progress. And then I added all of these together and got your average option. Now STI, stat track included. Stat track included only increases you by like a couple dollars, a little less than $2. This over here increases you by about $20. Because let's be honest, stat track factory new guns are worth a lot more than not stat track factory new guns. If I had gotten one of these, stat track factory new Hyper Beast, just saying, Gavin, please, that is worth enough to pay for your entire case opening. But keep in mind, this is all assuming you sell everything you get. Not everyone's gonna do that. They don't open cases just so they can sell them. They open it for the skin. Now some people, yes, they're gonna want to do it to sell, but not all of them. And so yes, that is my information. Let me real quick fill in these. I will pause the recording. You will not be able to tell the difference. I will fill in the tax. I have to go figure out how much the tax is. See how much you would make with tax. And then I'll give you my answer on whether I think, personally, it isn't worth it or not to open. Alright, we are back, and I have the information you seek. The Steam transaction fee, which is a 5% fee, along with the Counter-Strike Global Offensive fee set by Valve, totals to 15%. So, that's a lot of money. It may not sound like a bunch, but just look. Originally, your worst possible option, $124.66. Now, you only get $105.96 after taxes. Best possible option, you're losing almost $100 in taxes. That is insane. Thousands. Have we not had enough? Your average option, you're losing about $52, something like that. Maybe a little more. I'm not going to do math in my head right now. So, you paid for your casing key. You lost about 16. You lost $16.37. Not that big of a loss. You probably enjoyed doing it. It's gambling. You're probably not going to win any money. That's not average. You could be overly lucky, and maybe you could get somewhere closer to that figure. But you still wouldn't make that much money. Personally, I don't feel like it's worth it. Now, if you're a streamer, people are giving you the cases, and you just have to buy the key. Look at that. That is a 51. It's a $62 difference. Now that might make it worth it. If you're a streamer and they're giving you the cases, you might want to consider it. Plus, you're entertaining your audience, and so maybe you're getting donations, subscriptions. So it's definitely worth it for streamers. I'm not saying what they're doing is dumb. I'm just saying it doesn't make sense for the average person to spend a bunch on cases. Or if you're like me, how you do YouTube videos, I don't do them very often anymore. But if I did do one, like it was a giant case opening, I would definitely monetize the video, so you'd make a little bit off ads there. Me, I wouldn't make much, but these big guys would, so it makes sense. But for the little guy, I'm not recommending opening cases. I would personally just save the money and buy the skins you want. Because as much as you can think, oh, I can pay $2.50 and get a skin, I opened 101 cases and I got 4 that were any good. Look at your percent. Look at your percentage. 3.96%. I'm gonna say percent chance. I haven't thought about that enough to know that's the percent chance, but that is from my total. That's all the reds. Both of them combined. Out of all 101 cases, I got 3.96% of them for that. You're gonna get a blue, unless you're very lucky. Let's be honest. We're not all very lucky. So you're best to not open cases and to just save the money that you would be spending on cases to maybe buy a Battle Scarred Up Hyper Beast, because they're only $22 and 22 cents. Personally, that is my opinion. Please let me know your opinion in the comments below. Love to hear it. I would love to hear some feedback on the video, knowing as how poorly put together it was. I would love to do more things like this regarding CSGO statistics. Just give me some ideas in the comments. I'll be perfectly happy to make them. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and if you would like to see more content like this, please subscribe and